What's up everyone? Just recently I produced the #1 viral song on Spotify, so I decided why not make a video about it and kind of show how I got the song and what I did inside the beat, so kind of just break down what I did there. And right now, if you don't know what song I'm talking about, it's I'm on the viral charts right now on Spotify, and right now it's on the third spot, but it has been like first for like 2 weeks straight. Yeah, it has been viral on TikTok, on Instagram. So yeah, I don't want to waste any more of your time. First I want to show you how I got the song, and then we'll break down the beat to see what I did in there. So for those who still don't know it, I have a big Type Beat channel that gets me millions of views every month, and this is where I actually got my placement from. Now the beat in particular that got me the placement was obviously a Splurge beat. That's what I upload, and it was called this one, Splurge Type Beat, la la la. It actually, yeah, it went also viral. The beat got more than 400,000 views. It made me $1,400. What's particularly important about the beat, I'm not gonna go too technical about what made this beat go viral, because I actually have a shit ton of other tutorials on that. And if you're interested, you can also work one-on-one with me personally to blow up your Type Beat channel and scale your beat sales. So you can DM me the word apply on Instagram for that. One thing that I do want to focus on that I think really made it possible to actually get me the song with the artist was the beat in general, obviously the retention that he had, and the intro. That's very important. So if you know anything about the YouTube algorithm, you know how important it is for your intros to catch attention, and I think this beat did that perfectly. It started out with a sample, as you can hear here. Started with this very dark sample, and it kept going for like 30 seconds before the beat drop. So let me skip until here. This is still intro, and look at the retention graphic right here. Now it moves. You see how it's basically flat here, and then it drops obviously. So when I say look at the retention graphic, what you should look at, or it's not stop. Okay. When I say look at the retention graphic, something that you should particularly put your attention on is when are the times where it's the most high. Now obviously that's in the beginning, people click on the video, but you can see that throughout all the intro, people are staying on the video. So that means that the intro is doing well and people are waiting for the beat drop. Those are the key points to make a beat blow up on YouTube. And I made it very simple, but it's basically what you should do on every YouTube video if you want to upload them and actually get results, you know, and get them to high views. Apart from that, I think that also something very important is how simple the beat is, and that explains how the artist actually did his thing when he came to freestyling on it. I'll let you listen to the drums. You see how much space there is to rap on. It's a very basic melody, drums are clean, well mixed. That's another very important thing when it comes to type beats. And yeah, the beat just pretty much keeps going like this. For the tags and everything I did on the beat in particular, you know, it's always my tags. I kept going with the consistency on my channel, never change anything, and that's even the craziest part about it. This is a Splurge beat. The song doesn't really have nothing to do with Splurge style, but that's the genius thing about type beats. You are marketing yourself. You're not obviously doing Splurge type beats. Those are not, my beats are not, you know, the classic No Melody 2017 beats. Now they're my sound, but people read Splurge type beat, and it's an easier way to market them and obviously get them in front of other people. And you can tell that worked even for in this case. Now obviously the beat on the description, I directed it to BeatStars, where I was actually selling the beat. So I sold this beat exclusively for $1,000. As you can see right here, the beat is not available anymore because I sold it exclusively to the artist for $1,000. This is the notification from BeatStars, as you can see. And that's actually, I mean, it's not bad because I still got the publishings and stuff, so I can register it whenever I own 50 publishings of the song. So very important, care about what you own on a song, not really about the advance. You should really focus on it. BeatStars actually does this great. You know, in the contract I had signed for 50% publishing, so you know, by purchasing the exclusive license, I still own 50% publishing of the song. That's very important. And obviously, yeah, by putting our beats to YouTube, we're directing them to whatever website we have, BeatStars, Truck Train, whatever you use. So you get also the beat sales from that. So it's not just the $1,000 I got from, you know, obviously the views from YouTube that pay me from AdSense. It's also, you know, BeatStars, the beat lists that came before the exclusive license, and then obviously the song. So you can tell how fucking crazy it is when you upload these type beats on YouTube. Like a whole world open to you. I can keep scrolling forever, but there's, I think, almost 1,000 views, almost 1,000 beats on this channel. So you can repeat basically the same process with every beat, and like you can tell it's easily scalable. It's not the only channel that I have other 6 other channels that I managed to blow up millions of views also on those. I had, you know, biggest upload looking at my beats thanks to YouTube, so definitely there's a crazy word. So if you're interested, once again, you can get me the word apply and I'll tell you how to start working directly with me. But apart from that, now let's hop onto FL Studio and I'll show you how I did the beat. So let's break that down and I'll show you more in depth actually what I did, how I made the melody, how I flipped the sample, and how I changed the drums. Now for the actual beat, bro, it has been like, it's so simple, it's actually crazy. I know it looks complex here from the FLP, but let's break it down what I did. So first of all, there's actually the sample playing in the beginning, and it's this vocal sample that I found on YouTube. It's very dark. And it kind of like sets the mood for the whole song. Then I put it together with a low pad like this, just to give you more ambience and stuff. It literally just plays one note, the root note of the chords that then I played with the piano and stuff. So then you go to the 4th. Like that, and after that I added a piano, always with a vocal sample. It goes like this. It's literally just playing the low notes. Again, I do all this stuff just to add ambience to the beat. I'm not adding melodies. This is something that I particularly like to do, you know, just adding sounds to make it sound fuller. On top of that, I added this violin right here, that it plays simply a high note just to give, again, more ambience, you know, everything is sounding fuller. So everything together, you can tell how like the transition sounds like. You go like a less full part until like here it just kind of building up for the drop. Now the beat drop now is crazy. Hear this.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, nah, this hard as fuck. I really fuck with the beat drop. Okay, so let's break down what I did here. This is another part from the sample. It's like playing the chords. What I did for it, I pitched it up and then I stretched it to match the tempo. So you can see it plays in sync. Then there's still the same piano. And it actually also plays a chord, which is this one. It's a very basic chord, by the way. It looks complex, but it's nothing else than simply a minor chord, as you see right here. Then I added the root note, but just put it up an octave. And then there's the note that is part of the sus chord of this one, of the E minor chord, so that it gives it more like a dark kind of feeling to it. It's actually the 9th of the chord. So this is how it sounds without it. It's just a minor chord. If you add it, it got like the creepy kind of, you know, dark sound into it. It gives it like that little accent that I really like. This is what I do a lot of times. A lot of my popular beats have this chord, so there's still the violin to it, and I actually added a bass. This is something that I really love doing. I put a live bass on top of the 808. Now technically that shouldn't be like very right musically, because obviously you have 2 low frequencies that go one in top into each other, but I really don't give a fuck and I put it because I just like how it sounds. And trust me, it sounds way fuller when you put the 808 on top of that, because actually if they play the same notes, it's not clashing one into each other. If you do this but you play different notes with a live bass, then obviously that's wrong. So when I put them together, live bass and 808, it sounds very good together. You see how full it is. Just like, because you know, if it wasn't for the live bass, then there was just a classic spins, and it doesn't sound as full as it sounds with the live bass and stuff. But like, this is literally, this bit is so simple. That's why it works so well, even for YouTube, both for YouTube and why the artist decided to rap on it. Here the sample goes up 1 octave, and I added more pairs to the drums. So there's this sound here. It's like I don't even know how to say, like some sleigh bells, some shit like that. And here and there I also added some toms for it. If you're wondering where I got all these sounds from, most of them come from my new drum kit that I'm about to launch on my Instagram. So definitely, if you haven't already, follow my Instagram, because I'm dropping songs there almost every day. Obviously I'm trying to give value to my followers, so definitely I'm about to drop this drum kit. It's gonna be crazy as fuck. It's literally all the sounds that I used on my YouTube to get it to more than 100k subs. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. And basically this is pretty much the beat. You can see then I just arranged it just to give it more variations. This is also very important to what we were saying before about YouTube. You will need to add variations. You see how every 8 bars I literally switch something out of it. There's the intro, then I add something to the intro, then there's the beat drop changes after 8 bars again, even if it's the fucking hook, bro. Change something out of it, because people get bored if it's always the same stuff. I make these beats for YouTube, not to send them out to artists, you know, in the industry. That's why I plan them like an arrangement this way, so they're more like engaging in a way. If you're posting stuff to YouTube, you gotta obviously engage the viewer, and you do that with beats, you obviously do that with the arrangement. So this was pretty much it. I hope you really got some value out of this video. Hopefully this motivated you. And remember something, bro, like this shit don't happen overnight. Obviously I got a viral song, but it took me 3 years to really skyrocket all of my channels and really start, you know, getting deep into this shit. So really trying to just make this to motivate you guys. Once again, follow me on my Instagram to stay tuned about everything I drop. Apart from that, I really appreciate your time to watch this video. I'ma see you on the next ones with more jams, more vlogs, and more cool stuff. So see you.